podcast presented by Precious Works LLC, coming at you Tuesday night, middle of January, and we just keep keeping it rolling. Um, Adam here, joined by my guy Wolf, aka Ryan, or I guess Ryan, aka Wolf. It doesn't really matter. And the final college football game of the 2025 season happened last night. You had
Yeah.
the Indiana Hoosiers beating the Miami Hurricanes. And that means like now it is officially draft season. I guess technically, I guess after the Super Bowl, it's officially draft season. But
Eh,
for a team or you're a fan of a team like we are of the New Orleans Saints who did not make the playoffs, it draft season started. Draft season started for us like
been a long time. Long
week
time.
what?
Draft season been early as hell for a while.
Yeah, bro, early. Uh, but if it's your first time listening, watching, what have you, we are SBP Saints Block Party Podcast. We have had this podcast going for about over almost 6 years now, and we've covered um, the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. We've covered multiple pro days last year during last year's draft season, as well as the NFL Combine last year. Or yeah, it is now officially last year, and I know we were credentialed, so I know you're going to pop up on some of the Senior Bowl or maybe a practice or two, end of January, last week of January, and then hopefully we will see what happens in regards to the combine in Indianapolis. Mark said, "Give me Fanu Muaga
Get him out the chat.
Muaga break
Get him out the chat right now. Gotta go.
out, bro, out."
Gotta go.
But this is we've had a draft episode with Corey Kinnan. If you haven't watched that one, definitely check that out. It was great information because I was during the season.
Yep.
But now we are gonna do on this episode, we're gonna do our first mock draft simulator episode for the Saints. I got all three. I got the Pro Football Network. I have the PFF, and there's another one. So we're not gonna do the we're gonna do the first 12 picks
Oh,
and for each one. We're not gonna do a whole round, nothing like
thank you.
that. Uh,
Thank you.
there's no point. We pick it eighth, bro. Like what the fuck is the point? So that's what we're gonna do on this episode. If you are an audio podcast listener, uh, you are gonna like it's probably not gonna hit the same, but we still appreciate you for listening as well. If you're watching on YouTube or you're watching later down the line during the live stream or just watching later, we appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe. It helps out the channels tremendously. But before we even get into, you know, the minutia and everything regarding the draft, I kind of want to start this off. We have two things that we're going to discuss from the podcast 40 is a free agency that we're both big fans of. Friend of the podcast and friend to us in general, Greg Rosenthal and Darren Jeremiah, going for it from now every Tuesday, drop in an episode talking about the draft and how it connects to free agency. Fantastic, fantastic content.
Awesome show. Awesome.
Just top tier, bro. Top tier. But one thing that just completely caught me off guard a little bit listening to the episode today while I was at work was Daniel Jeremiah said that, and I guess I'll be careful how I said it, that he would not be surprised. And this is just what the buzz is potentially around the league. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but he
Right.
wouldn't be surprised if teams in the league called the Houston Texans on Nico Collins. And that even had Greg, and I was like,
Yeah. It's like, whoa.
what? What? Um, and then as soon as I heard it, I texted you, and I was like, man, Nico? Like Nico's still relatively young. He does have injury concerns, injury history.
Yep.
But I guess the logic and thinking is the Texans drafted two wide receivers last year, in Higgins and in Noel. How much they can maybe feel that they can depend on Nico Collins, valid question. But I just asked you straight up. I said, if the Saints could trade the 42nd pick, 42nd overall in this draft for Nico Collins, would it be something that they should do. Not saying that the Texans would accept it. Not saying anything
Right.
like that.
Yeah, we're just talking about
Just
it.
a hypothetical. If the Saints could get Nico Collins for the 42nd pick in the draft, would it be something you pull the trigger on?
Hell yeah. And it's just like literally without thinking much about it, but like, it's like man, like you put Nico Collins, obviously you're hinging that on him being healthy and
Yes.
all that stuff. And look, we just went through that with Chris
Chris
Olave. It's
Olave.
just like
Yep.
literally just the same thing. Like, hey, can you give us a full year of just being healthy? But it's a gamble I take. Like in this draft, when it's not like it's not like last year where it's like not even last year. It's just not like a ton of like it's not like a deep wide receiver draft. The
No.
Saints need weapons. Nico Collins, like when he signed his deal, it was like a good deal. Like he signed it early, so it's like
Yep.
you getting them
Below
at like a
market.
good price, below
Yep.
market price. Like for 42, like uh, we drafted Isaiah Foskey at
At
40, bro.
40.
Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got Shuck at 40, so it's like, oh well, you can say we got Shuck. I get it, but I'm just saying, like a second round pick for Nico, bro. I would up that in a hot second. Hot second. What do you think about it
What?
in
Neither
this
would I
draft?
in this draft.
In this draft,
Had you asked me, like, would I give up whatever, like the 40th overall pick in 2027? That's a different conversation, bro.
different conversation. Different.
That 2027 looking beastly. But I just wanted to check like uh, his cap numbers, like, or at least, well, for next year is like 27.5 million. Like that is below market for
Chris
a.
Olave might wind up making more than him.
He probably will,
Most likely will.
like for sure. Um,
But that was
there,
interesting, man. That was
it
interesting.
was it had my ears perk up because it's just something I
And,
wasn't expecting.
and Danny Jeremiah was saying he's not saying that the Texans are trying to trade him, but he's saying teams are thinking like, man, we smell blood in the water. Let's make a call. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Jeremiah Jones 1208 said, "When y'all go to the Senior Bowl, please check the tight end John Greeleyberg. I'm telling y'all, he's cold, underrated."
Where you
All right,
from? What
Wolf.
school?
Yeah, what's cool? I won't be attending the Senior Bowl this year. So Wolf was gonna pop in or attempt to pop in a couple of practices. I won't be there. But the goal is
PTO a
for
little light. Maybe I'll make one. PT.
uh but the
At the
goal,
facilities.
bruh, I get it. But the goal is hopefully for us to at least be able to be at the combine, or someone to be at the combine. It's okay. This has nothing to do with the Saints, and it just stuck to me. The It has nothing to do with the team. It's just I just want to talk about like the Fernando Mendoza thing, bro. Like that new, I don't know, bro. So it's on my radar. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is
Could be wrong,
about.
man.
It just I
I
don't
yeah,
know.
I've literally heard like 10 seconds of one interview, and I never wanted to hear anything again. So I don't even know like what you're talking about. Like I don't.
That's
I just
part of
I've
it.
heard
That is
enough.
that is part of it.
I don't want to listen to it because it colors my thoughts on him. Like you know what I'm saying? Because he's a good
Yes.
player. I like him. I like him as a quarterback. But when I hear him talk, I'm like, I can't listen to him. I can't do it.
Finance internship, not gonna be at the combine. I don't know,
Get
bro.
the
It's just
fuck out of here. What the? Come
no,
on, man. Come on. What are we doing here? Like, what are we
all
doing?
right, all right, bro.
All right.
Uh,
Whatever.
exactly. Just rolled my eyes when the news came out. Um, Jeremiah Jones said, "I don't know why. I have a feeling Arvell Reese is going to drop
Mm,
in this draft. I couldn't see it.
mm. I just think we've been talking about him so much.
That's what it is.
It's just kind of like, it's kind of, it's like we've
Yes,
talked about him ad nauseum already, like the whole college season. So I think it's just he's gonna run into that fatigue among like draft nicks, but like NFL teams, bro, nah,
no, not in this draft. Not
not
in
in
this
this draft.
draft. Shout out to Full or Saints Full Circle podcast for saying y'all like the Blackman resigning. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you hit on
Yeah.
it in our Discord, but I gave him an extension, I guess technically. Julian Blackman, safety, for those who may be unaware, the Saints extended him today. He played the first game of the season against the Cardinals, and then was it a pec or was it a bicep? I forgot what.
I can't remember.
I forgot which one it was that landed him on IR that he didn't even know he had torn it until after he had gotten home. So
Yep.
only played one game for the Saints this season, and I like it just from the standpoint of it being good depth. Like you can make the argument that come training camp, like maybe there's a battle at strong safety between him and Jonas Anchor. I think that's kind of hustling backwards. Like I would
Hmm.
feel like you let the young guys play, like you let the young guys
Right.
play, but to bring him back to have that depth, could be a third safety, all that. I think that is like I just think about the team like the Niners, where was just ravaged by injuries the entire. And I'm not saying the
Ravage.
Saints are
Right.
going to make a run like the Niners, but they are an example. One coaching elevated that team.
Oh
They
yeah.
outkicked their coverage and far exceeded expectations for all the injuries that they had. But it just goes to show the importance of depth.
Yeah.
That when your team has depth, like you need depth, and it's been an issue highly since like this Mickey Loomis post Sean Payton era of
Yes.
the team has not had depth in a lot of positions. Right receiver, offensive line. Although offensive line, like you make a little because like there aren't a lot of offensive linemen out there, but when the team like we've seen in the past when the team gets injured, like that's all they wrote. They all it's all
Yep.
it wrote for the season. And I'm just sorry, bro. Like after I seen what the Niners did this season, like I just don't want to hear injury excuses. Like I
Right.
don't want to hear it. You got to have depth, and I think
Gotta have it.
bringing Blackman back is a great depth signing at the
Yeah.
very
It was,
least.
it was a easy. Like I remember, I looked at the just a list of Saints free agents early, like a couple of weeks ago, and I just was reminded about. Forgot about Blackman. I was like, oh. I
Yep.
was like, they need to just bring him back because it won't cost you anything. It's gonna be like a minimum deal. You know what I'm saying? 1 year, it's a 1 year extension, probably 1, 2, 3 million, maybe with some incentives. He's still coming
Right.
off injury, so it's like it costs you nothing to bring him back. He's
Nothing.
already here. He probably doesn't really have many opportunities out there for him because
Mm-hmm.
we signed him like literally what in July
Yeah, it was
last year
late.
because
Yeah.
he didn't have any suitors. Um, because he's been like an injured player most of his career. Like he's just been a very injured player. So you bring him back. You let him in the mixing camp. Maybe he makes the team. You know he should make the team if he's healthy, and he's in the rotation with safety. You know what I'm saying? Until he gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things. It wasn't much thought needed to be put into it, in my opinion. I mean,
No.
some people are like, oh, like that means we're not drafting Caleb Downs, or some people are like, oh, well, what about Sanker? Like, are we going to bench Sankers? Like, chill. Like, it's safety depth, bro. Like, it's all it
Right.
is. Like,
Like if like bringing back Julian Blackman has no impetus or impact on what the Saints may do in the draft
at
whatsoever.
all,
Like not one iota. Like not one iota.
at
Um,
all.
Teams just need to have get good depth in all positions, and that's what he provides. Now maybe he outkicks that, and maybe he goes out next season has a phenomenal season. Maybe he's playing so well that they decide to roll with him, and Sanker sits down and he just balls out. Who knows? But that's like on the high end of things. Just the fact that they have depth at the safety position is important, and so which is also a little weird that I was like, man, like I didn't realize teams could do that right now. Because then, like, I don't know what like the rules are in terms of like extending and things like that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think if they're your own free agents, you could sign them right now.
okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah,
You can
that makes
sign
sense.
them right now.
Anything, be, we want to spend a lot of this time doing the mock drafts and talk about it. Josh, depressed Saints fan, said officially Peter Wood season. Hate it. Well, listen,
Uh,
our next prospect of the week episode, the voting is still up for all Patreons, but as of this podcast, we have like 26 concurrent viewers on about 84 views. So we appreciate y'all all tuning in on a Tuesday night. As of
thank
this
y'all.
podcast, Peter Woods leads the votes. 46% Peter Woods,
Mm,
41% Mansour Delane,
mm.
cornerback LSU. The polls in tomorrow night at 10:30 Pacific time. I think is what I said it. So
Gonna be watching some Peter Woods, then,
so
baby.
We'll know by tomorrow night. But if it is Peter Woods, we'll break him down this weekend, dig into his film, specifically his 2024 film and his 2025 film. Because I think they're gonna be two very different experiences, and talk about them. Because like I tweeted yesterday, I do have some nuggets regarding Peter Woods and all that, but that's all going to be on the Prospect of the Week episode whenever we get to Peter Woods. If it's this weekend, if it's
Yeah,
later
man.
down the line, we
Nuggets.
will.
Keep your damn nuggets. I don't want them.
I don't want it.
Oh, but y'all need
Go
to
ahead.
go back and listen to the Jeremiah Love uh
Please do.
prospect of the week we just did this past weekend. If you haven't, go on the Patreon site, or if you're a YouTube member, go and check that out. Got a lot of positive feedback on it. We, if you want to know everything about Jeremiah Love, that's all you need right there.
That's it. Go listen to it. If you're not Patreon, perfect opportunity to become a Patreon. You can become Patreon, patreon.com/link spark party, literally as low as $1 a month, or if you just, you could do it and do, $13 for the whole year. So it's something you don't have to worry about. If you want to do it on YouTube, become a YouTube member. That's $4.99 a month to start at the, at the lowest. So we've done Jeremiah Love, we've done Jordan Tyson, and so I did want to switch it up for the third one, get a defensive player in there. So we will see who wins out. It's not going to be Keldrick Folk that we're talking about this weekend. That's one thing I do know.
Oh, thank goodness.
One other thing we wanted to hit on, going back to 40s and free agency, Greg Rosenthal, Daniel Jeremiah podcast, is, man, DJ started talking about what the Titans should do with Cam Ward going into year two. And it is so eerily similar, almost verbatim, word for word, how much it sounds like what we've been banging the table. Not just this season, we've been banging the table for a long time, but especially now with Tyler Shuck and him at the helm of what we've been saying. So we actually were able to clip what he said, and so we're gonna take a listen to that
With
clip.
permission from Greg Rosenthal personally.
Yes, yeah. It's not. I don't want this
We
to
don't
be.
own the rights.
We don't own the rights. Don't want to become demonetized or what have you. So we're gonna play the clip.
We get to Tennessee. Tennessee is picking 4, 35, and 66. Another team, 77.1 million in space. So they got a ton of spots here. Head coach, it looks like as we're recording this, Matt Nagy's been the rumor that
We'll
was going to
see.
be the
We'll
connection.
see.
We'll see what happens there. So when you look at them, this one of any team, I just simplified it and I just wrote BPA offense. Just every round at the top of the free agent market, wherever you want to shop, we are taking the best player available on the offensive side of the ball, because I want a year from now, whether or not we win 5 games or 12 games, I want to say we have our quarterback going forward. And I like him. I actually do like him a lot. I like Cam Ward. I think he's got a chance to be good, but you've got to get a chance to evaluate him. You just load up on the offensive side of the ball. You'll hear this kind of trend with me as we go through this. I'm not going to waver on the philosophy when you have a young quarterback and people say, oh, you build up the defense, you don't have to score as many points. I'm like, no, I'd rather lose 28-27 with my young quarterback getting better, gaining confidence. That's going to be the long-term move for this organization. We can get to the defense, but solve the offense first. Give that kid a chance.
Are y'all listening, Saints, Loomis? Somebody, I know one of you. I know somebody listening.
We know it, bro.
Somebody in that organization is
We know.
listening to this. Listen to that. And that's Daniel Jeremiah, very well respected, like scout, front office guy. Come on, man. Like, that should be the priority this offseason. Not saying ignore defense. Hey, I'm fine with taking a defensive player in the first round. But the priority of this offseason needs to be giving Tyler Shuck the tools to succeed, like giving him the answers to the test, giving him the runway to be that guy, or maybe he's not the guy. Maybe at the end of the season you find out, you know what, he's just not it, or whatever. But you don't want the reason he doesn't succeed is to be because you didn't give him
Exactly.
what he needed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the one that goofed it up. If he fails, let it be on his own merit or whatever.
Right.
Um, so yeah, that's my philosophy for the off season, bro. Like tool this thing up. I want
Uh,
to hear it.
DJ said offensive side of the ball. He didn't say weapons though. I'm just
Hey, my whole thing has been I want to address the offensive line. I think that should be like day one priority. They should have like literally a list of offensive guards and interior right now to address in free agency. Like they should attack that. But like, come on, man. First round, bro. I'm not trying to hear it, bro.
you
I'm
might
not trying to
crash
hear
out,
it
bro.
at all. I might
You-
crash out, bro.
I'm sorry. I feel it,
Well,
bro.
here's the thing. I don't think I'm gonna crash out. I would accept it just like Kelvin Banks, and like I would probably talk myself into like liking it eventually. I just don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about it. Like I don't want to talk about a guard in the first round for 6 months. I don't want to do that shit. A guard.
I, I, the point DJ made about second year quarterbacks being able to truly evaluate them. That's one. It's one takeaway I have from watching divisional round football. Great fucking games, like just insane games. But and I'm not. This is not me being pessimistic. This is not being negative. I just think it's important to keep the context of sometimes we just have to wait and see with these young quarterbacks.
Bro.
Whether that's them starting out not well and turning their career around and what have you, and become I know Baker Mayfield just as an example. Sam Darnold, you can argue quote unquote how good is he, but he's in an NFC Championship game, what have you. But also like the inverse of that, because watching that Texans Patriots game, and it wasn't just that game. Like the CJ Stroud experience was not just that game. His play and has been uneven as a whole ever since his rookie season, right? And I like if you're the Saints, you saw what Tyler Shuck did, and it was great. But it was also like, and he said this too. Like I'm not. He said this on I think listening to him as well, um, on a very limited sample size.
Hmm.
So to be able to give him more answers to the question, I think it's imperative. I didn't listen to the episode, but Cam Newton made this point about quarterbacks in the NFL on his show that I saw online. Maybe someone posted in our Discord. I don't remember, but like NFL quarterbacks, you need to have about they need to have about 50 starts before you
Hmm.
know about like who they are, what they're gonna be. Like think about like 50 starts is
Yeah.
about 5 seasons. Get
Yeah. No.
or
Yeah,
like
give or take four.
like
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
4.5 seasons to truly know, because I remember watching CJ Stroud his rookie season. I remember how fantastic he looked and looking like he was going to be like a top 5 quarterback and what have you. And then he just has not been that since. And now at the Texans organization, like I'm not saying they're going to like move on to CJ Stroud something like that, but you have to like think about, okay, is he the guy? Like
Yeah.
is he the guy?
The thoughts are coming in like,
Right, that doubt. So I'm just being. I want to be clear when I'm having this, like, and I'm trying to be optimistic and not pessimistic. But
being realistic.
can't you got let's don't put the cart before the horse first. Like let's just build it all so that hopefully he can be the guy. But you know we're making him prepared and equipping him. Because one of the things the Texans have done the last 2 seasons with CJ Stroud is like the offensive line's been ass. Like it hasn't been good.
Ass.
And we've talked about how that leads to pocket trauma. But now like it's to the point where like bro, like sometimes like the offensive line was fine this season. And he's
Right.
just missing throws. Like he's missing
Right.
throws. So
I
just an
don't know. I
interesting
don't. I don't
thing.
know what the issue is. Like some people say, him getting beat up so much last year kind of led to the dreaded feedback loop where he's perceiving pressure when it's not there. Now I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what
I
the
don't know,
problem
bro.
is, but
Caleb Williams got beat up last season too, bro. Like I
man, that's just the thing with young quarterbacks, bro. You just really don't know. Like Jaden Daniels, even though like his issue this year was really health, but not performance. Still, that's like an issue, like health. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Being able to maintain your health in the NFL, getting hit, being able to recover from hits and stuff like that. Mac Jones a couple years ago had like really good rookie season. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't like the greatest rookie season ever, but New England and everybody pretty much felt like, okay, they found a nice little quarterback here. Like, let's
Yep.
go into next year and see what happened. And the next year was a complete disaster, like absolute unmitigated disaster for all kinds of reasons.
Man
Again,
had
not
Matt Patricia at his OC,
had Matt
bro.
Patricia.
At
So
OC.
obviously, and look, Mac Jones out here with the 49ers played damn near half the season balling, like
Balling, bro.
balling. He gonna make some bank this year. Um, but it just goes to show, like, one, you have to have patience. Two,
Mm.
you can't put the cart before the horse. Like, you really need to continue to evaluate. Like, Shuck really needs to continue to evaluate. It's on my radar. He played the softest part of the schedule last year. Again, that's not to take away from the good things he
No.
did at all. Like, no, he did outstanding. But there will come a point next season he's going to face some much, much, much stiffer competition. And you want the Saints to build better and be better equipped. They can't run out there with Ronnie Bell.
Ronnie Bell, nigga.
Ronnie Bell at wide receiver.
If one more fucking person tells me, oh, the Saints don't need to draft Jeremiah Love, they have Estime and they have Devin Neal, I will throw something. Woof.
Like, what y'all love poverty, don't you? Y'all just like living in the projects.
And I like government cheese is okay, but can I get some Gruyere? Can I get some brie? Like,
oh my god!
I don't know, bro.
Like, better, man. Want better for yourself. Go look at these teams that was playing this weekend, man. You know, like, you got to be able to bring it. And I can get it. Like, Tyler Shuck did a great job, like, elevating Ronnie Bell catching one-handed touchdowns. I get it. But you don't want Ronnie Bell, you don't want those guys out there. That's not who you want out there. You want
can we
Nico
stop
Collins out there.
this like thing of like, and I've gotten this too recently. Oh, just wait, guys. Jalen Polk next season. You guys got Jalen.
Come on.
Jalen Polk's coming.
Come on, man.
I hope Jalen Polk balls out next year. I hope he is a pleasant surprise. But like this, and this is like, I don't know if it gets just into like intense like fandom that I just don't connect with anymore.
That's what it is.
That's like this
because
like,
you know damn well 3-year-old Adam would have been on Saints Report talking about, boy, I found this cut up of Jalen Polk. Hyped up.
Yes. Just like it's just growing it. It's just, you can't go into next season thinking that because they traded low for a former second round pick that wasn't good in New England, and there's reasons behind that, like they think they used him in not a position, or not, like they didn't utilize him how he was utilized in college, and that's coming straight from Matt Harmon on his reception perception of Jalen Polk's rookie season, I believe it was. And can he be good in the NFL or decent to good in the NFL? Yeah, the talent's there. Like, he was a second round pick. But just like this thought that it's just automatically gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Like, what? Like, where is this? Like, I know where it comes from. But like, you have to be realistic. You can't go into next season depending on Jalen Polk to be your wide receiver 3. No.
And you got to at least plan for like the worst case scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Because worst case scenario, you got Chris Olave, great. Like, he's fine. Great. You know what I'm saying? Great player going into his final season. Valet, who's been injured. Who else we got?
Jalen Polk, Trey
Palmer, who is like a theory right now. He is not even a person, like a theory that he exists. I don't even know what he looked like. Who is Trey? Like, come on,
Mason Tipton.
No, I don't want him on the team.
Kevin Austin Jr. Like, that's what we have after the name Bailey Ryan, and niggas is like, we gonna be okay, bro.
Be okay. Stop it. Like, go get this man some weapons. And if Jalen Polk come out and he's a dog, it's, hey, you got more weapons. It's like that's awesome. You
Cool.
know what I'm saying?
It, it's man, seeing how sometimes just luck. I'm thinking of the Patriots. Like one thing, so sometimes just falling into it, being a good team, just you just sometimes it's a lot of luck. Like one, like the Giants lose like that one, like the last game.
Hmm.
So the Patriots draft May instead of the Giants,
Right.
and then they were able to get Booty, who did he go undrafted or did he go like seventh round? Super late because like the issues he
Super
had
late.
at LSU. After his great season he had at LSU, just was like damaged goods in the draft process. Like there are so
Completely
many
changed
things
this game around. I mean,
completely. It's funny because he looks like the player he was at LSU when he had that amazing season. Like he's
yeah,
just
right.
he's changed like his whole career around in New England, and man, I, you know, as a fan, like you want your team to be able to have like those success stories and continue to have that positive building and momentum and what have you. So it's a huge off season for the Saints. Like it is
Huge, bro.
huge.
Like I don't. I seem like every off season is huge, but like this is like just don't screw it up, Mickey. Like this is like don't screw this up. You had the opportunity to potentially find a franchise quarterback. Potentially. Um, I don't know who said the quote, but like I think you say all the time, like teams fail young quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, Kevin O'Connell said it.
don't fail the kid. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm.
26-year-old kid. Like don't fail him, man. Like be the reason he succeeds. Be the reason. You know. I trust what Kellen's gonna do as far as like offensively and from a development standpoint. But Kellen, I need you to kind of like bang the table, bro. Like you need
Smart.
you've run offenses with freaking AJ Brown and Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley and CeeDee Lamb and Galloway and uh, uh Keenan Allen and like, bro, come on now,
You don't want
come on, man,
nigga. You don't want an easy button, Kellen? Would you like an easy button?
please,
Would you like an easy
please.
button? Um, it's that the dynamics of that draft room in April is going to be fast. It's going to be very fascinating to me.
Yeah,
Extremely fascinating how it plays out. Of like last year's draft room was very collaborative between Mickey and Kellen. I think Kellen obviously had a lot of input into the picks. Um, don't know like I don't want to say Jeff Island was like pushed out this past draft, but like it didn't seem like didn't know how much he was like involved in the drafting process.
they was like, yeah, we got your scouting report, Jeff. Just go sit down. Go sit down over there, bro.
If you
You
don't
got
believe me,
it.
just go back to that pick after Banks was selected. Like if you don't believe me, I've never seen a more depressed looking like like they even high five. Nigga. Everyone was just standing away from each other, hands in pockets, just
Like nervous,
and,
man. Like
and Willie Green in there. Then he for
Willie Green. Like,
reasons unknown. This nigga fired a couple of months. Like
Dumar gonna be in there this time.
soon, bruh. They gonna have the whole horse in there. Wolf not even doing.
What the hell a horse doing in
With a Saints jersey on that bitch, right? um, but it's so important for this team to build on, and it just goes to show. And Daniel Jeremiah was talking about this of just like how teams get built, bruh. Like just how teams get built. Like Patriots, they get the quarterback, they get Will Campbell, they do these things. You look at the Seahawks, Byron Murphy Jr. Follow that up with this past draft, um, Imawari and Gray Zabel. Like
there?
when you draft great, you as a team become great. I'm preaching to the choir. We saw this in 2017. The
So it.
greatest, the now I want to say arguably the greatest singular draft class of all time. You saw, nigga, I Aquadim Muhammad had 10 plus sacks this past season. Woof.
Aquadim still out here eating. Still out here eating.
Aquadim, bro. So we've seen what an elite just, and I'm not saying the guy go out there and get like have a transcendent generational draft class. Like that'd be great. I'm not saying that, but if they could have I know I have my issues with them, but they have like a Sheldon Rankins, Michael Thomas,
2016 draft,
2016 draft. Like,
yeah, Michael Thomas, Von Bell.
Shit. Oh, that's right. They did have Von Bell in both in round two. They traded.
That was a good draft. You know what I'm saying? Like they had that, and then the next year they got the 2017 draft. Like that, those two drafts like propelled them to winning 13 games a season for the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what the Saints need. The Saints just had like a really good draft last year. Really good draft. You follow that up with a nice quality draft. Oh man, like you changed the game. And conversely, like they were talking about on 40 and free agents, teams that have been successful but have been failing at the draft recently, like the Chiefs, the Bills, all these teams that has great runs,
and
it catches up with you eventually.
And the reason that the reason that had kept them not from getting caught up so quickly is they have like top 3 quarterbacks. Like
exactly,
like that's the only reason, bro. Like,
only reason.
If they didn't have that, it would be much dire, much more quickly than the success they've had. Anything before we take this break and get into like the mock drafts, anything that you saw this past weekend, any of the games, the 4 games that you just want to comment on, maybe talk about, connection to the Saints?
Not really, bro. Like, I mean, we already talked about the need for juice. Like, you go look at the Bills. I mean, you got Brandon Cooks out there trying to catch game winners, bro. Poor Brandon Cooks. Now he's the middle of controversy. Poor
like,
Brandon. Just
Brandon
go
Cooks
home,
is
go.
Not his game against the Broncos, but his game against the Jags.
Jags is awesome, bro.
I was just like, this dumbass didn't even get like a 2027 7th, like 6th, just because like this whole loyalty thing, like, oh, we're gonna do right by Brandon Cooks, like the player that literally demanded a trade request. Y'all wanted to do right. That's stuff that just keeps me like, I just gotta see. I gotta see it again, bro. Like,
I gotta see it. But another thing I took away from the playoffs is like, you got to build your team, bro. Like, even if you find that quarterback, you look at like the Rams game, and I know like Stafford made like some money throws, especially like in overtime, but the team had to uplift him in that game to get it through. Bro. They had to uplift him. They had to run the ball. The defense had to come through down the stretch because it just wasn't getting it done against DA's defense. The Broncos and Bills game, you look at how the Broncos uplifted Bo Nix through the middle of the game, and then through the end, Bo Nix made some money throws. Even the Patriots, you look at the Patriots, like as well as Drake May's been, he was fumbling the ball like crazy. I mean, all the talk was about CJ Stroud because of his turnovers. Drake May was just having turnovers like crazy too, and he couldn't get a lot done, but he made a couple of money throws, and the team uplifted him. Like when Drake May wasn't making it happen, the team uplifted him. So there will come points even when you find the guy, even when you find the franchise quarterbacks, there will be times, especially in the playoffs, where they're not getting it done. And you got to have the run game, the defense, or the pass catchers that's going to reach back and pick the ball out the air or something to uplift you if you really want to make a push for like the championship.
You could even look at the college football championship last night. I would say it wasn't Fernando Mendoza's best game since this playoffs, but like the large part where they won that game was because of special teams. They got a pump block for a field goal, and
special teams. Perfect.
And then on the other side of it, Miami's field goal kicker missed the field goal at halftime, where if he would have hit that kick, like that game would have been tied, like late in the game, like late in the fourth.
Exactly.
So it's look at
Seattle. Like Sam Darnold, he coming into the game with like a oblique injury. People don't even know
Oh,
if he could throw. Man, ain't even man put his feet up, bro. Like he did he even play in the third, fourth quarter?
I
I
don't,
think they took
I
him
don't
out.
know,
They
bro. I
put Drew
took
Lock
that.
in there, brother.
Turn that shit off, bro. Like I take that shit off.
Feet
Like,
is up.
bro, like Rashid Shaheed just house that bitch, bro. I said, like it, like if you were a Saints fan this past weekend, like playoffs
Oh,
was
bro.
we just helping the whole team. We just helping the whole league out, ain't we? Just
Holy Sean Payton winning DA, like he didn't win, but like he's I mean, they just on TV just glazing DA, bro. They like DA is just killing McVay. I'm like, oh, now you want to kill McVay. I'm
bro,
like, now
nigga,
you want.
now all of a sudden this nigga got the McVay answer, but it was ironic as shit because at one
The
point, like
blitz.
the yes, bro.
I was crying laughing.
Like the shit that we saw for so long, like at the end of the game when it was the standard like blitz. Oh, you blitzing right there? Oh, okay. Boop. I was like, oh, okay. We back to our regular schedule program,
But
bro.
through most of the game, that corner blitz was killing them. I'm like, Stafford, like, how do you not like recognizing this blitz? Like,
It was the Alante blitz times like 50, bro. Like, but
50.
like getting home every time.
Every time, I couldn't believe it.
Anyhow, let's take our break right now. We'll come back, catch up with the chat, and then jump into some mock drafting. We'll be right back after this break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, Bijon at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. One other point I wanted to make, just finishing, concluding our thoughts for the playoffs. And I'm not saying that Kellen doesn't have this because I think we've seen like in some games that he has this ability, but some games like it becomes kind of like repetitive what he does offensively. When you're in these high pressure games, and the Saints have not been in a high pressure game in a long time, but when you're in these high pressure games, you're coaching. In this case, it'd be Kellen going against a defensive coordinator and Brandon Staley, against the offensive play caller. Man, you gotta have that counter, like
Quick.
in that Denver game. Sean McDermott was bringing the blitz against the Broncos, and they couldn't adjust to it. Bo Nix was not getting anything done for like the third quarter and half into the fourth quarter, which was interesting to see because usually Sean Payton has an answer for the blitz. Was not working.
Yeah.
But they figured something out towards the end that led them to win that game. Same thing we just talked about it in the Rams game against the Bears. That corner blitz, secondary blitz, was coming, was rattling the Rams and Stafford, getting him out of rhythm, causing pressures, all this. And it was something I tweeted early in the game. I was like, does Sean McVay know that he can run the ball? Like it was just like he was just so pressed on like passing when the run had worked, when they had scored that first touchdown. It was just like it felt like an old Sean Payton game. Like,
And what's funny is I can't remember. I want to say it was Kevin Byard. I think either before or after the game, he said Da want like his thing was like we want Stafford to throw the ball. Like let's force them to throw the ball in this game and get them to throw. So I think like that was part of their plan. Whatever they showed on defense, like that was the plan. Okay, DA, trying to get your little Sean Payton on it.
Get that nigga out my
Fuck out of
face,
my-
Ryan. Get him out of my
Out my
face.
But like you said, bro, Kellen, like you got to be able to like perfect example. The touchdown to tie the game in that Bills Denver game.
Classic fucking Sean, bro.
Classic Sean.
Sean.
The cornerback gets injured right before that play. They put in a new cornerback.
Yep.
They put in a new corner, and Sean like I'm okay. I'm going right at him. Like,
right at you, man.
right at you. I want to kill it. I need you to do that because there was plenty of times last year,
bro.
like
Plenty.
cornerback get hurt or something. I'm like, bro, like
plenty. Like where the double move at? Just go at him. But I'm like, those are the things. And I want to preface this by saying I'm not saying that Kellen does not have it in him.
No.
I'm not saying that. But bro, like when like you could feel the pressure on those games. And you can like someone can say, well, you know, he was an OC for the Eagles. They went to the Super Bowl. He had all-stars. He had like he had horses. He had Saquon, AJ, the best offensive line in football, Devonta Smith. It's a little different to be able to make adjustments and things like that when you have an offense like that compared to like what the Saints currently have offensively. That's all. That's the only point I'm making.
Straight up.
Let me catch up with the chat really quickly. Jack Hunter said Kellen needs to go top shelf and not be happy with the value stuff Mickey goes and gets. Here's the funny thing. It wouldn't be surprised me if it's the opposite way around. Like Mickey trying to get the top shelf and Kellen like, whoa. Do we need AJ Brown? Do we need him? Like Jack also said this is a thin draft class, so they got to put work in. It's a very, very thin draft class. Mark said, "Man, Sheldon's still balling at him." Yeah, where was that when he was with the Saints? That's my thing with Sheldon. Like, that's the irony about it. Like, I did not like him as a prospect. He had a great season and a half amidst his injuries. This nigga goes off and becomes like, even though like he's been on multiple teams, when he's on a team, he is playing his ass off.
Well, bro.
It drives me fucking crazy, Wolf. It drives me crazy. Wayne asks, also I wanted to ask, assuming things go well with Shuck and Banks at least, would you put 2025 in terms of draft classes behind 06 and 17 already? I would just, for me, I would say I need to see it longer with Shuck. Like it's weird because like Banks, I feel like Banks, like he's only going to get better. I'm not saying that Shuck can't. It's just different when it comes to quarterbacks. And some of it is a little maybe recency bias, but I just like the CJ Stroud thing is like very much like in my head of like, so like I want to see it. I want to see it. Jeremiah Jones said, I feel like Keon Coleman could help us. He needs to come back home and restart. No. Like if they wanted to trade like a seventh in the 2028 draft for Keon Coleman, like
I'd rather keep Kevin Austin Jr. Like, no.
Like no, I'm not doing it. All right.
I love my Louisiana fans, bro. They just love their Louisiana boys, bro.
They do, bro. All right. Let me make sure that this is the max setting. Okay, let's also make sure that you can see this. I'm gonna have to. Is it window? Boom. All right. Can you see that? I'll make it.
Yep.
All right. So we're only doing the first 12 picks. We're doing three different mock draft simulators. The chat, I'm not going to be able to see it because my screen is maximized. So we're going into the draft with the first one. Let's go. All right. Raiders. Okay, they're not supposed to go that slow.
Slow, huh?
I'm restarting.
All right. Do normal speed,
I guess. Slow doesn't ever go that slow. All right. Raiders. All right. Fernando Mendoza off the board, #1 overall. Okay. Keldrick
Oh
Fuller
yes, yes.
to the
Please.
Jets, 2 overall. Cardinals. Carnell Tate,
Mm,
pairing him with Marvin Harrison Jr. In Arizona. Tennessee. Ruben Bain Jr.
mhm.
of Miami, 4th. Oh, Alvaro
I could,
Reese.
I could see that.
Okay. Giants. Jordan Tyson,
Mm,
wide receiver, Arizona State. Browns. Bro, that'd be so
mm.
sick,
Oh,
bro.
sick.
Sick. Alvaro Reese off the board to the Browns, pick 6. Commanders at 7. Caleb
Ooh,
Downs. Caleb Downs to Washington at 7.
ooh, we
Now,
Saints on the clock.
on the clock, there's Jeremiah Love on the board. There's David Bailey on the board.
Mm,
And there's Peter Woods on the board. And there's a top 2 offensive linemen in this draft on the board as well. And Malachi Lemon and Mansour Delane. I'm giving you this. If you're the GM, this is how the board fell. Oh,
bro.
okay, we got trade offers. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
The
ooh.
Bengals are offering us to move down 2 spots. We can move down 2 spots and get the
Oh,
41st pick.
oh. Are we doing trades? Like, are we doing trades, or are we just gonna take this?
We can do this. We'll do a trade. So that's what the Bengals are offering. Detroit, no, I'm good. And Philly, absolutely not. I'm hanging up on Howie immediately.
Immediately.
Bro, I think that Cincinnati
Oh, I'm
trade might
taking
be
that.
too. Now I'm gonna say this: if we trade down with Cincy, there's a strong possibility that Jeremiah Love's gonna get drafted by the Chiefs at 9. I'm just saying it, bro.
I'm good with it.
Okay, all right, accepting it. Oh, they go David Bailey. Oh, and the Chiefs go offensive line. Oh, woof, you're up.
I'm taking a pick. I'm not doing no more
No, 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 no,
trades.
no. Yeah. I'm just
Oh,
saying you're up in terms of.
oh man. Oh, come on now. Give me. I got picks, more picks, and I still get Jeremiah Love. Come on, man. Give me
Okay.
Jeremiah Love, baby.
Boom.
And I got 2 picks in the second round now.
Back to
Shit.
back, 41 and 42.
Where Nico at? Get on the phone. Come on, Nico.
Oh, now you getting feisty. I'm just letting the draft play out there. All right. So we're gonna go to NFL mock draft database. I already have it set up. All I gotta do is hit start. Can you see? You good?
Yeah.
All right. This one might go a little crazy in terms of okay, so they go Fernando Mendoza. The Jets go don't even the the Arkansas quarterback. Okay.
What? Okay.
Okay, bro. Okay. David Bailey off the board. The Giants go Carnell Tate.
Mhm. Tyson Falk.
I'm not trading with the Rams, and I'm not trading with many, even though they're offering next year's pick. You have Alvaro Reese on the board right now, bro. Reese
Ooh.
Bain and Caleb
Oh.
Downs.
Oh. You the GM on this one, bro. Where you going with it?
Man, if you don't run me Alvaro Reese right now, bro, I'm
With
sprinting to the board.
quickness.
Sprinting to the board. All right.
That would be crazy.
Bro, it would be insane. All right.
Is
and the
there
last
is
one,
there a world where Reese falls? Because the one knock I do hear on him is he's not an experienced pass rusher. Like he doesn't have like a ton
Right.
of experience as a pass rusher, which may cause some teams to say, you know,
I
freak,
just think
but you know,
I think I've seen it so much with NFL teams, bro. Like I don't know if he's gonna work out at the usually Ohio State players work out the combine. I just think he's gonna go to the combine. He's gonna do freaky shit at his size in NFL
Yep.
team, and it's not like his tape this past season wasn't good. Like
Oh,
there
yeah,
were
tape was
there
awesome.
were there were games where he went a little quiet, but I think that may have been more of a function of Matt Patricia playing him more off the ball rather than utilizing him as a pass rusher. And I just think at the end of the day, like in this draft with the talent and there being so little blue chip prospects, he's one of the few players you look at and he's a true, like, to the point, like, we're not even watching him for prospect of the week. Like, I'm
Right.
like, why? Like, why?
Why waste
I'm
my
not
time?
I'm not doing that to myself. So I just couldn't see it. But if that happened, and if they could pull that off and give Brandon Staley a toy like that, whoo,
Boy.
buddy.
Now the elephant in the room,
Okay. So,
so to speak,
oh,
is
whoa, whoa,
our
whoa.
boy. I know, whoa. Our boy Ruben Bain, bro. Ruben Bain. Everybody keep asking me about him.
Can we
What
save
you
it for
think
the
about
prospect of the
Bain,
week?
Wolf?
Can we save it for the prospect of the week episode, bro?
See?
I have so many thoughts on so many thoughts,
Uh,
and I was I will say this: I've come around on him as a player where I'd be fine if the Saints drafted him, and we'll get more into it when we do the episode. I do think that there's going to be true, I won't say concerns or thoughts of, can you have a pass rusher with his measurables be like a truly dominant defensive end in the NFL? Like, I've heard the Cam Jordan comparisons, but I was like, I don't think he's going to work out. Like, I don't think he's going to do anything athletic. He shouldn't. And then it's like, how many of those players do you see truly be successful? But then you just watch the tape, and he's a super tenacious, like, excellent
that's
football
the
player.
tape. Like the tape. Just every time I watch him, it's like,
He
God
making
damn,
plays,
this
bro.
dude.
And I'm a tape guy.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know, bro. Like, I can see him having a Cam Jordan career. I can see him having a
Yeah.
Derek Barnett career. Neither one
Yeah.
would surprise me. Neither
That
one would
Derek
surprise
Burnett
me.
is a good one, man.
Yeah, because draft Twitter loves fat shaming both of them. All right, so this is the PFF mock draft simulator. Last one we're doing for the night. We'll make a joint decision um, at the end. All right, we're gonna start the draft. Let's go. Okay. Fernando Mendoza goes number 1 overall to the Raiders. Jets go. Oh,
Oh.
Jeremiah Love.
That'd be
Oh,
crazy.
it would.
But I
Be.
could see the Jets doing something crazy.
I
like
could
that,
too,
though.
bro. It wouldn't, like, it would be crazy, but like, it wouldn't surprise me, because if you just going by blue chip best players in the draft,
Yep.
I would get it. I wouldn't draft him 2 overall, but I would get it.
Yeah.
The Cardinals took Alvaro Reese at 3. The Titans go David Bailey, defensive end, Texas Tech, at 4. Man, him and Jeffrey Simmons. Ugh. And think about it, the Titans. Who's their new head coach? Robert
Yeah,
Saleh.
buddy.
It would make a lot of sense. Carnell Tate goes 5th overall to the Giants. The Browns are on the clock. Think they go O-line? Nope, they go Caleb Downs. The Commanders go Ruben Bain at 8. And right now, the board is, there's Jordan Tyson, there's Peter Woods, Sonny Styles, Malachi Lemon. This is a joint. So, okay, the first one we went Jeremiah Love. Second one we went Alvaro Reese. So we went defense. Sorry, we went offense, defense, and this is the joint one that we are doing together.
That's a tough one, bro. And what's crazy is I can completely see maybe the teams don't pick how they pick.
Yeah,
but
but
the board falling like
the
this.
board. This feels very realistic, does it not?
Yeah.
Now, I will say this: the only thing that doesn't feel realistic about it is that there's no offensive line in the
Yeah,
first 7
like
picks.
offensive line will go.
Yes, if not 2, at least 1.
Or maybe that's
Bro. Hashtag soon.
oh Jesus.
But if the board fell like this, who are you thinking you want to go with?
Like Tyson is like my first thought. I've been falling in love with Sonny Styles lately. I understand the linebacker thing because he's an off-ball linebacker, not a pass rusher. I get that. Makai Lemon, I haven't done a deep study on Lemon,
Right.
but like everything I've just watched, I just love him as a football player.
Yep.
Completely understand he's probably not going to be the most, eye-popping measurables and athleticism scores. Kendrick Fogg. I love Delane. But I think I'm a. I think for me, I go Tyson here. Where you go?
I would I would go Tyson as well. Um, I I would go Tyson as well. So we'll have it go in be Tyson. If the board felt like this, I'm saving that for the prop pick of the week episode. You got to be a Patreon or
Okay.
YouTube member to get that. We get into that later. We're gonna go Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State. Close it out. the Chiefs drafted Malachi Lemon, by the way,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
Ram
Yeah.
and the Ram
Great.
and the Rams drafted Delane for with the Falcons pick. Bro, get me out of here. That was fun. That was fun.
That was.
Um,
That was, man. That PFF draft, I could see it playing out like that. Just stick a
bruh,
whole lineman in there.
that stick an old lineman in there, and that feels spot on. Sorry.
But I feel like, man, the Saints really got an opportunity to get a good player. Like, even though this draft isn't like
Mm-hmm.
dripping with like 12 blue chip players, they got like good players, man. I think the Saints got a good chance just to get a good player, like
I do too.
at 8.
Um, Jack Hunter said I would trade down in this scenario. I'm assuming he's talking about the third one.
But this the thing, bro. Like, everybody's gonna want to trade down in this draft. Everybody.
Yep.
And when
Everybody.
everybody want to trade down, it's like you can't find any suitors. Like,
Nope.
unless you just like willing to just take anything. Like, I'll just take anything to move down. And you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you just got to be like, look, let me get a good player. So I
Player.
get it. Like, I would want to move down, but unless there's like a player that just like a must have, offensive line, like maybe there's an offensive line, maybe Fano's like right there, and
Mm-hmm.
a team that desperately needs an offensive line is like, okay, then you maybe here. But other than that, man, it's gonna be hard to trade down in this draft. It really
And I
is.
think, and this is the thing that like we kind of ran into this last season, but like you just said it, like when every team wants to trade down, like there has to be a trade that can be made. Like it's not like when it becomes like draft time, like people aren't doing simulators. Like there's some teams that will be like, if I'm trading down, what the team is offering to come up it's not worth them moving down for. So it's just like,
Right.
nah, I'm good. Someone asked, where would y'all put Arvell on the field? Everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, similar
I
to how Eagles used who they just draft Jahad
Jahad
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I would say this, and I don't think Reese is going to fall. But if he were to fall, and the Saints brought back Demario Davis, which I just think financially, money wise, it just makes more sense to bring him back than to let him walk. Having Davis be able to be middle linebacker, just like Sonny Styles was the middle linebacker of the defense of Ohio State, and you get to let Reese just be like the floater, and use him in pass rush situations and use him in coverage and things like that. That's where I think you get the best version of Reese, where you're not kind of pigeonholing him to just be an off-ball linebacker. Because I think when you pigeonhole him, and I saw that later in the season with Ohio State, pigeonholing him to just be an off-ball linebacker, you don't see the traits that make him special. And so that's what I would say overall. What else? Anything else? I'm trying to think. Was there anything? Okay, I was going to ask you before as we wrap this up. So the first one we had Love, the trade down, got Jeremiah Love, and picked up the 41st pick of the draft to do that. The second one you had Reese, who fell to 8. Third one, we had Jordan Tyson at 8. Of all those three scenarios, which one makes you the most excited on draft night?
So we got Love,
Love and
Reese,
41. Yes, but you got Love and 41. Reese, Tyson.
the Reese one excites me the most, and then the Love one, because I mean the trade down to get one to get Love, period. Like, that would excite me, and to get like a little extra on top, like a little lanyard. Shit, boy, like, boy, you couldn't tell me nothing, boy. That beat up for real.
Shit.
That would be
Nope.
dope.
Don't let them come back in round two and draft like a Chris Bell, and then whatever they did after that, bro. I wouldn't even fucking care with the draft. Do whatever.
Okay.
Put
Go get a guard. Just go get a guard.
go
I'm
go
fine. Go get your.
go get y'all guard. Go get a guard at 42. It's fine. I think
But yeah,
I
yeah,
I would say, as much as I love Reese and the fact that he would fall to 8, I think just long term, and they got to hit on the picks, but like to be able to get Love and an additional second round pick in terms of what that could do long term and for this team long term,
huge.
it could change so much, so much. So
Huge.
I would rank the Love and trade down as the number one Reese and then Tyson, but that was we literally could draft Jadarian Price in the second. I'm just gonna hear this all draft season, bro. I'm just tired.
All draft. Patreon.com/Block Party. Check out the prospect of the week. Joy and love.
Please. Anyhow, this was fun. We appreciate y'all watching us on, like I said, Tuesday night. We got 46 concurrent viewers, 284 views. We appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thank y'all.
We will be back this weekend. It is conference championship weekend. Probably talking Peter Woods. Probably, but we could be talking Delane. We'll see. We'll see what the results are after tomorrow night. But Jack said, good show, guys. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
Love you, Jack.
Appreciate y'all. We will be back this weekend. Patreon only, YouTube members only. Prospect of the Week episode during our first defensive player, and then next week we'll be back. Who knows? I'm sure there'll be something to talk about regarding the Saints in some type of way. But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. With that, we are out.